The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Jayhawks will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the gun, running back gets to give. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort, nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game is critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out to that?
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Hand off from the shotgun. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Morton. Caught near the sticks. It's Eakin. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on.
Your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field.
As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd down. trying to pound it in. Next, going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
That is how you finish a drive. Nice drive put together. Don't kick threes. We need touchdowns. And that's a great job executing down here near the goal line. You got the 3rd and goal. You were physical enough to run the football in. Nice start to this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Spits it out to the back. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing it his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late, and as a result, it's an INT.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Zings it complete to the right. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Might be changing the route. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Drills him with the stiff arm. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Makes the catch. It's Pickett. Turning it on. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Jayhawks look to keep this drive humming. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Got it, looking for the first down. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Looking for the tie with the extra point. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Morton. Looking left. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
To the air, it's Morton. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the foot.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stim, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 25.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Morton. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And you know they're going to go for it again on 4th down. At least you think they are, because early in this game we've already seen them try to go for it on a couple 4th downs. They didn't get any of those. They got to find a way to stay on the field here. They've got to get their best playmaker on offense, the football.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Lost one deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
To the air, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Oh, it's tipped near the goal line.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Flying down the right side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Red Raider.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the ground with the back. It's a seam wide open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. And the Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for the offense. Here comes the option. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Power football with the run. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Release to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's Joyner. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run it from the gun. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to pass. It's Morton. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable. You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Red Raiders need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The sure hands, it's Eakin. Spins away from one. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the completion on fourth down.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful at making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Fires left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. He breaks his tackle.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Deep shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Right back to the well. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Now on the option. He picks it up, still on his feet. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. To the air, it's Daniels. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Kansas. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Douglas. Gets away from one, finds room. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Red Raider.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, it doesn't get much bigger than a couple of top 5 teams going toe-to-toe. Here's the latest on this gigantic showdown. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 7 over South Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The play action fake. Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. On third down. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Unloads it left. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
I like the execution by this defense. Job situational football, right? Like understanding where the sticks are. You probably know they're going to pass the football on this down. Great job breaking on the football when the quarterback throws it and forcing the incompletion.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So they were able to put up a 3-spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
The Red Raiders need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Dropping back, it's Morton. Here comes the heat. Grabbed in the middle, it's Virgil. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Moving out of the pocket. Lets it fly. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters.
Kansas, 31. Texas Tech, 22.
They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and...
Touchdown, Jayhawks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy, his second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Morton. Keeps looking downfield. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense